Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from KKR Capital Corp. And let me tell you, there's a proposal in here that might make you wonder if they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. So let's get to it. In short, this filing is an update on their annual meeting, where they voted on a few important items like electing board members and a proposal that involves them potentially selling shares below their net asset value, which we will explain later what it means and why that's important. Before we dive in, if you find value in simplifying complex corporate document, make sure you hit the subscribe button and join our Discord community linked in the description below for more in-depth discussions. So first off, KKR Capital Corp held its annual meeting in June. A little over 100 million shares were voted, representing a good portion of the company. Let's explore what was on the agenda. The first item was electing 3 Class C directors for a 3-year term, expiring 2028. It included Barbara Adams, Michael C. Foreman, and Gerald A. Hopkins. Let's see how that went. Good news for the nominees, all were elected. Barbara Adams received nearly 98 million votes for and about 4 million votes withheld. Michael Foreman got over 93 million votes for, with about 8 million votes withheld. Gerald Hopkins received almost 86 million votes for and nearly 16 million votes withheld. So solid wins across the board for these candidates. Now let's talk about the more interesting part, proposal number 2, which is about approving a proposal for the company in future offerings to sell its shares below net asset value per share. This proposal is called the share issuance proposal in the document. However, it looks like they didn't get enough votes to pass it during the meeting, so the company decided to postpone the vote about a month later to August to get additional votes. All proxies submitted prior to this June meeting will still count, so let's discuss why they need more votes. Think of net asset value as the book value of a company. It is the total assets minus liabilities. If a company has a net asset value of, say, $20 per share, it means in theory that if the company sold off all its assets and paid off all its debts, each share would be worth $20. Now, KKR wants the option to sell shares for less than that $20. This is usually a huge no-no because it dilutes existing shareholders' value. Imagine you own a pie and suddenly someone cuts it into more slices without making the pie bigger. Each slice, or in this case, each share, is now worth less. So why would a company want to do this? KKR is arguing that it gives them flexibility for future sales. Perhaps they believe they can invest the money they raise in a way that will eventually make the company more valuable, even if they take a hit on the initial share price. Or the company might believe it would be temporary due to market condition. But it's a risky move and investors are clearly hesitant, hence the need for more time to gather votes. It's also worth noting that KKR is a business development company, or BDC, and these companies invest in small to medium-sized business by providing debt and equity, and usually have to maintain a certain asset coverage ratio, and that require them to sometimes raise capital in less than ideal conditions. So what are the takeaways here? We see a fairly routine annual meeting, except for one proposal that is causing some friction. KKR wants the option to sell shares below net asset value, which is a move that can dilute shareholder value, and because shareholders are worried, they've postponed the vote to try and convince more people. I think that whether you agree with it or not, this is an important flexibility for the company to have. Business development companies operate differently than regular company and often benefit from access to flexible funding. Alright, that's our breakdown of KKR Capital Corp's recent filing. What do you think about this proposal? Is it a necessary evil or a bad deal for investors? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of corporate filings. Also, don't forget to join our Discord channel in the description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.